Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Laptime challenge on Gran Turismo 7. Back from vacation after a 2 weeks break, I will go for another guide today. We are racing on the Nürburgring GP and we are in kind of a special car, I guess, which is the Amemiya FD3S RX-7. So like a tuned version of the Mazda RX-7, I guess. But let's see. The car is equipped with racing medium tires and the current world record is set at a 201.6. That leaves us at least now to beat a 205.3. So let's get right on track and try to do this guide. So coming out of the last corner, make sure you are in third gear to avoid having an upshift from second to third. And you make sure that you make an early upshift to fourth gear and keep it to the left hand side of the track. Then the very first brake marker is where the tarmac next to the track on the left changes to this dark zone. Then initially brake hard in a straight line, go down to second gear, then open up the brakes slightly, turn into the apex, down to first gear and then go a lot over the curb. This will give rotation to the car up to second and fully back to the power as early as possible. Then over to the right hand side of the track, and this escape road on the right hand side is your turn in point. So lift the pedal, go up to third gear, let the car coast, and then gently back to the power to avoid power oversteer and use all the width of the track. The next brake marker is shortly ahead of the end of the green zone next to the curb. Again, hard into the brakes, down to second gear and then down to first gear for rotation, but then be cautious cause the car might have power oversteer quite early. So up to second, short power input, lift again, take a lot of this curb on the right hand side, early upshift to third and then fully flat out using all the width of the track of the left hand side. Now again, early upshift to fourth gear over to the right and then where this white line on the right hand side actually starts again, this is your brake marker. So brake hard in a straight line, go down to third gear, then lift up the brake pedal, let the car coast into the corner, short power input in third gear, and when you have the load change because of the turn in point, go down to second gear to support the rotation, then early upshift to third again and fully flat out at the exit of the corner. Now going downhill, again make use of an early upshift to fourth gear, then keep it to the left hand side of the track and the beginning on the left hand side of the curb is your brake marker. So dead next to this one, go hard into the brakes, go for a wide line into the corner, down to second gear, then rotate the car, upshift to third, and once you see the exit, go flat out again and use all the width of the track, but don't turn in too narrow cause you will have power oversteer. Now early upshift again in fourth gear, then slightly lift the power pedal, let the car rotate into the corner and again flat out and keep it flat out through this Michael Schumacher-esque. And the next brake marker is a bit depending on how much speed you carry through these corners. What I use is again the dark tarmac zone right next to the track on the right hand side. So hard into the brakes, down to third and then down to second, let the car rotate over the inside curb, it will start to slide a bit, early upshift to third and give it some power input but avoiding power oversteer. Then lift again the pedal and now important, early upshift to fourth and then go flat out at the exit of this corner. I went a bit wide here, but what's most important is the early upshift, so you're in fourth gear at the exit of the corner. And then last but not least, what might be the most difficult part of the entire lap is the S chicane. So the next brake marker is where the tarmac changes its color to dark and the 100 board. So in the middle of this one, go hard into the brakes in a straight line down to second, then turn in, cut a lot of the left hand side curb and now you have a straight line through the S chicane, so early up to third, give it a power input and once going over the curb you may slightly lift. Now keep it flat out in third and then one last brake marker is the marshals on the left hand side of the track. So once they disappear from your screen, go hard into the brakes, use trail braking to get grip for rotation, down to second, then early up to third again and then at the exit of the corner, go flat out, use all the width of the track and make your way to the finish line. And for those of you driving in chase cam, let's review the lap once more. So getting out of the last corner, make sure you're in third gear and then use short shifting up to fourth gear and be on the left hand side of the track. Then the first brake marker is this dark colored tarmac zone next left hand side to the track. Brake hard in a straight line down to second, then turn in, down to first, then go over the curb on the inside, give the car rotation up to second, back to the power. Over to the right at the escape road, turn in, just lift the power pedal up to third and gently back to the power to avoid power oversteer. Then shortly ahead of the end of the curb on the right, brake hard again, go down to first gear, try to avoid power oversteer, then short power input in second, cut a lot of the curb on the right, early upshift to third and then flat out again using all the width of the track. Over to the right hand side of the track at the beginning of the white line again on the right, brake hard down to third gear, let the car rotate into the corner, short power input and with a load change of turning in down to second with a bit of braking, early up to third and then flat out again out of the corner. Then again early upshift to 4th, keep it on the left hand side of the track and at the beginning of the curb on the left hand side, brake hard in a straight line, go deep into the corner, go for a late apex, early upshift to 3rd, then over to the right hand side to keep it narrow, use all the width of the track while accelerating. Again early upshift to 4th and turning into the Michael Schumacher S to the left, slightly lift the accelerator pedal and then go flat out again through this one. Depending on your speed, your brake point may vary, but I use the dark tarmac zone on the right hand side, brake hard, lay downshift to 2nd, let the car rotate to the inside curb, early up to 3rd, short power input, before braking for this right hander, and then most important early upshift to 4th before going flat out to the power again. And now to the probably most difficult part of the track, the S chicane at the very end, so go over to the right hand side of the track and in the middle of this dark zone beginning and the 100 board, brake hard in a straight line down to 2nd, turning in, cutting a lot of the curb, early upshift to 3rd and in a straight line through the S chicane and try to keep it flat out in 3rd. And the marshals now on the left hand side disappear from your screen, brake hard initially, use trail braking to get grip rotation, early upshift to 3rd again and then keep it flat out, go over the finish line and hopefully get yourself the 2 million credits. So what are my thoughts on this challenge? To be honest, initially I thought, oh no, another street car challenge, and if you follow my channel you know I just dislike those ones. But after you learn how to drive that car, so early upshift, and even though the car has a high power oversteer tendency then, you need to just learn to control this one, and out of a sudden it starts to become fun. So I can only suggest you, go give this one a try, learn how to drive that car, and go get yourself the 2 million credits. And as usual, if this guide helped you out, I'd be happy if you drop a like, share this video, and leave a subscription to the channel. And then I say thanks again for watching to everyone, I hope to see you guys in the next one, and bye bye.